Hey guys, it's Jynnette with Sun Alchemy here to give you your tarot forecast for the month of November 2017. This is for the sign of Aries. So if you have an Aries rising, sun, or moon sign, this is for you, okay? Now, I'm currently taking appointments for 2018 forecast, so whether that is tarot or astrology forecast that you would like, please reach out and we can get you started with that. You can reach out by email, which is probably the fastest way, or through my website, and the information for that is below. But my email is blessedinfinity@gmail.com. Website is innersunalchemy.com. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel and like the video. I would appreciate your support. Also, be sure to comment below and let me know what resonates with you in the reading. And if you don't already follow me on social media, I am on Facebook and Instagram. I do daily tarot, astrology, inspirational quotes, all sorts of things. And I go really... You'll find more things I'll talk about in terms of spirituality, what's going on with light workers, energy gateways, more of that kind of stuff. Not sure if I'll start doing that here on the channel, but if you would like to see that, let me know. Maybe I'll start adding some more content here. All right, so I decided to do things a little differently this month and actually show me shuffling and getting the cards. I allow the cards to pop out because they speak very clearly with me, as you can see. We have a very close relationship, me and all of my decks. And so you actually, oh, there were two popped out on that. So you actually got the King of Pentacles. That's going to be your first house. And then Three of Cups. Okay. That's your 7. So I pull cards for each of the 4 cardinal houses for your energy. So that's the 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th houses. And the reason I do that is because it gives a pretty good overall view of the major areas of life that most people are concerned with. So that is, their self, their home and family life, relationships, and career. I also pull an additional one for the 5th house, and for the context of this reading, I interpret as the soul's mission and goal for the month, and then of course the underlying energy, which is found at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so while these other cards decide when they are going to come out, let's actually start into your reading. So in your 1st house, which is the house of self and self-identity and also how others perceive you, you have the King of Pentacles. I love the King of Pentacles energy because it speaks to personal power. Like all the kings speak to personal power, kings and queens. And but the Pentacles energy is really feeling solid in your ability to manifest things in the physical world. Also your ability to manage your resources, whether that's money, taking care of your health, how you show up in your relationships, all of that kind of thing is really balanced, and you have a good handle of control of that, or at least that's how you feel about yourself. And but I would also say that's how you're being perceived as well too, because remember that is the 1st house, which is it's kind of like it's seen as the mask we wear to the world, right? So it's a beautiful energy to have there. And it's a really grounded energy for you to have, Aries, because it does speak to Capricorn energy. King of Pentacles can be the energy, or any kind of sun in earth energy, okay? And so that's good. Now in your 7th house, I'm not getting any clear pop-out cards right now. In your 7th house, you have the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups has actually been showing up a lot this month, so I think that folks are just like having a heyday right now. Maybe it's because of all the Scorpio energy. We have Jupiter in Scorpio and the Sun in Scorpio for most of the month, and that for you, if you are a Aries rising, that's going to be your 8th house. And so yeah, that's amazing. But it's looking like we did get a card out. It looks like in terms of your relationship, there's a lot of literal celebration that's happening. So maybe there's a bunch of birthdays happening. Maybe you're going out to a lot of parties with your significant other. Maybe there's a lot that's happening at work. You know, maybe you guys land this big contract and it's just like, oh my gosh, everybody's on cloud nine because they're worried about, you know, they're being able to keep their jobs, like if it didn't come through, that kind of thing. But it feels really, really good. So you should, honestly, in all of your relationships, be feeling like you're on cloud nine this month, which is really good for you because you definitely don't like complications in your relationships. Now, in your fourth house here, you actually have the Page of Pentacles. And the fourth house has to deal with your literal home, your family, or the sense of family, and your stability or emotional security, okay? And the pages, to me, always represent calls to action. So it's asking you to show up in a particular kind of way. And again, you have this pentacle energy, which is really grounded, earthy, practical energy. So you're being asked to show up in a practical manner here. So maybe that's taking care of things that you possibly have been putting off for a while, whether that's health repairs, you know, menial things is like, you know, your car, you know, maybe you have to renew your license or maybe just even clean your car, like whatever it is. That's kind of what's coming up for that page energy related to, you know, home life, the structures of home. If this is related to your emotional security or your sense of stability, you are in a good place. And you are being, I don't want to say given permission, but you're being given the go-ahead that you can start building and expanding upon what you've built so far, okay? So that's good to see. Now, finally, almost finally, in your 10th house, you have the 8 of Cups. Okay. 8 of Cups is an interesting energy, let me just say. Okay. Actually, I'm going to hold this card up again. Do you see the side eye that this moon is giving? You see that? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, Aries. So there's a lot coming from spirit. So let me talk about the house first. So the 10th house has to deal with your career or actual like life purpose. Not necessarily work, but it can be work. If it is work, you're not having it this month. You are not having it. Like, there's so much other goodness that's just showing up in your life that you're just like, look, listen, you're not down for the mess. And it's not necessarily an energy of fighting by any means. You see this person is really just walking away, and they're in this red energy is definitely the Aries energy because Aries is fire. It's just like, you know what? It's not even worth it. I'm going to go on to something else that's going to be more fulfilling. You may be having that conversation or feeling that way this month in terms of your career or purpose, you know. I'm actually getting more like careers work energy as opposed to the soul's purpose, because those two things can be different. But I'm getting more of the work context actually for you this month. So you may be having that conversation or be really coming to terms with that you're ready to walk away or almost ready to walk away if things don't change. Okay. Now, what actually just came up as I said that is the guidance here at the base, at the root, is to offer different options to whoever you may be dealing with in this sector for how to improve things. Okay? So this may be a different way that you are used to operating. You know, you're not necessarily an energy that's just like, well, let's talk about how this can work. You may just kind of want to bounce, and you're being asked like, okay, if you're actually considering leaving and moving on because it's not working for you, at least make the effort to present options or begin that conversation for how things can be changed or move forward to try to make it work. And that helps to continue to keep you in your place of power by saying what you need and what you want, and then giving an opportunity for the other to work with the options that you presented, or even come up with their own, and maybe find a new way to make things work so you don't have to walk away. Okay. But it keeps you in your power, and it throws the ball back in their court to take responsibility for how they show up in the situation. Okay. Now, this may not necessarily be an energy of you moving away or moving out of something either. Okay. It's not, because the Eight of Cups can speak to dissatisfaction. Right. The other way to interpret it, that I interpret it, I should say, is it can be an energy of things are going the way you need and want them to be going in this area, and you are choosing to go after or pull in something else that will help give you that Ten of Cups experience. And the Ten of Cups is like ultimate in personal fulfillment, right? So it's not necessarily a leaving this behind, it's a adding on, because this person only needs 2 more cups. So it may just be like, hey, you know, I want to be able to get this promotion, or I want to be able to take myself to the next level. Let me actually take this course so that I can get the certification and be able to maneuver a little bit more in my company. Or, you know, my business is going well, or work is going well and it's taking care of my needs, but I want disposable income to kind of play with. Let me go start, or, you know, this part-time job or this little side hustle, get some more money coming in so I can have, you know, that experience. It may actually be that kind of energy. All right. And then, so again, this is coming up. If that's the case, look at those options that are practical and which are going to be fruitful, because the discs or the pentacles speak to fruitfulness. Okay, so there really needs to be some kind of return on investment. All right, so don't just like do something just to do something. Okay, you need to really assess and make sure that it's going to give you what you want. All right, so in the center of your reading, the soul's purpose and goal for the month, you have the Knight of Wands. So this is definitely your energy, this fiery energy right here in the center. And it's funny, actually, you have all this Pentacle and Cups energy, and this is the only energy that's more resonant with your true nature showing up. So yeah, you're being asked to move forward. The Knights represent action, so, you know, go forward with what you want. You are really sitting in a place of power, in a really good place of fulfillment. So, you know, this may mean if there is stuff going on with work, like I said, with the Eight of Cups, if you're having to leave, then go ahead and leave. Don't burn bridges, you know, handle it like I suggested, of presenting options. And then, you know, if it doesn't work out, then you walk away, but you are able to hold high ground. Or if you are looking to just bring in more, go ahead and do that too. You're getting a green light from the universe with this card, right? Now, lastly, your overall energy is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a good card actually to have as a pervasive energy for the month, because it's saying that you are close to getting the ultimate that you're looking for, but not quite there. And again, it kind of mirrors that Eight of Cups energy. You are close. You are close to the finish line, but just not quite there yet. So finish the race. You know, don't bow out before you get your miracle. Okay, because you're close. And you are, like I said, in a place of power. So it's coming. It's coming, okay? But just keep on. Stay methodical. Stay balanced, which I think you are, because you're showing up as the King of Pentacles. Like I said, it's a really grounded energy. I don't think you're going to be making any choices right now that are just kind of, you know, fly by the seat of your pants. Like, that's not the energy that's coming through right now. I think that whatever you're going to be doing is going to be very purposeful. It's going to be meaningful and fulfilling for you. And I really like to see that energy for you, because I know the last couple months, if I remember correctly, haven't been all that great. So yeah, I'm really happy for you. So that's your reading for the month of November. If you could please like, share, and subscribe to the video, I would really appreciate it. And like I said, reach out to me if you would like to have a forecast reading done for you for 2018, because oh my god, the new year is coming up already. It's crazy, right? So we can do either tarot or astrology. I would actually recommend both in all honesty, but I'll leave that up to your discretion. I love you much, and I will see you in December, okay? Bye.